Do we have any 90s kids in the room? Such a shit generation. Such a bad generation. I'm a 90s kid. I'm one of you guys, but I've defected. I changed my birth certificate. I'm 89. I was born in the 90s, man, but we're the generation that essentially talked back to our parents and we won. And that's a bad thing dynamic-wise. It's like at a certain point we were like, hey, we don't really like spanking. You guys spanking us. And they were like, really? Tom, did you hear that? They don't like being spanked. Could you imagine if our parents did that to their generation of parents? Never would have worked. They would have been like, hey, we really don't like... Okay. It's just a real silly idea, but we won. And used to the 90s, you would see people just beat the shit out of their kids wherever they were, public place or not, Sprint PCS or Blockbuster, Albertsons, wherever you were. People were beating their kids, and it was the 90s, so you'd be like, but that kid did something fucking shitty. You see it now, though, you're like, whoa. I was an awful kid. I used to get my ass beat wherever I was. And again, it was the 90s, so it's like I'd be getting my ass beat by my mom. Across the store would be another kid getting his ass beat by his mom, and our eyes would lock. And we'd bond while we were getting our asses beat. While my mom was trying to return Jurassic Park 3 that I didn't watch. I watched it. It wasn't very good. Gold Blue. My point in bringing all this up is that I saw a lady recently at a JCPenney's that does not give a fuck about what people think about beating kids, whose kids should be beat, whose kids shouldn't be beat. She just likes disciplining her kids. She just does her thing, and she was real professional about the whole thing, you know? It was a great way to spend a gift card, great way to spend a Saturday. I was one person away from the register. In the corner of the room was a black lady, an 8-year-old girl. 8-year-old girl was fucking adorable, guys. She was like Rudy from the Cosby Show, Huxtable cute. She was so cute, except for the fact that she's throwing this insane fucking hissy fit. She's going off the walls. When I walked in, it kind of looked like a drunken minor league baseball coach, you know what I mean? She's like stumbling around. She's just yelling shit that doesn't make sense. At one point, she screams and she rips something off the rack. She spits in this lady's face. Lady lost it. Lady lost it. She's like, you gotta shut the fuck up. She backhand slaps this kid. In a pivotal moment, when everybody's kind of paying attention, she does it again. She's like, you're gonna shut the fuck up. Backhand slaps this kid again. Everybody in the store immediately just kind of like... Except for me, I was like, what was that? What was that second slap? I know what the first slap was. It was discipline. First slap was none of my business. That first slap was parenting. Second slap was a little curious, though. It was a little much, man. It was like she was, it's like she was flexing on this kid. It's like she was showing off. It's like she was showing who had the bigger dick in this JCPenney's, you know what I mean? It was ridiculous. It was tense in there. After that second slap, I was waiting for anything to happen. Anything. And finally, it happened. The best thing ever. I knew who was in line behind me the whole time. I'd seen it when I was in line before this happened. But I finally, after that second slap, this white guy, this old white guy in line behind me decides to speak up for the group. He decides to take it upon himself and say it for the group. He's like, hey, lady, this is a JCPenney's. You want to stop beating that kid? But he kind of said it like if it wasn't happening in a JCPenney's, he would have been cool with it. If he had seen it at like an Arby's or a Walmart, he would have been like, you got to twist the hips, girl. That's where that's where the power comes from. She wheels around like she expected specifically this guy in line behind her to say that. She wheels around. She's like, you can shut the fuck up too, motherfucker. Or yo ass is going to be next. I was like, yes. Nice. Ding, ding. Awesome. I look at the white guy, frozen. He has fucking nothing, man. He did not expect that at all. He thought he was going to say his thing and then go home, town hall style. He did not expect that shit. It's okay, the lady gave him no opportunity to respond. She continues. She's like, you shut the fuck up too, motherfucker. Yo ass is going to be next, and these are her real next words. She's like, that's why all y'all motherfucking people, kids, be shooting up all these motherfucking schools. Y'all forgot to discipline them. And I was like, is that motherfucking why? I even leaned over to my dad, the white guy, and I was like, Pop, do we have to talk about something? The last thing I saw was the best thing, because nobody ever stopped this lady. Nobody ever stopped this lady from beating her kid. Nobody. They brought managers from other parts of the mall in. Brought a guy from Radio Shack. He's like, I've never seen anything like this. I don't. No idea. I'm gonna go back and get a corn dog. Last thing I saw was the lady dragging the kid out of the J.C. Pennies. She looks down and she's like, so wait till we get you home and tell your mama what you just did. I was like, get the guy back from the corn dog place. That's not her mom. I'm Doug Dalton. Thank you.